Hey guys, Dylan from the Geek Duo here, and today I'll be bringing you my reaction to Amphibia Season 3, Episode 4, Fight at the Museum and Temple Frogs. Anne and the Planters try to rob a museum, and the Boonchoys take the Planters to the Thai Temple. Now, a couple things I want to say at the start of this. One, what the fuck is the thumbnail for episode 4.2 on this website I use? Some hyper realistic but still cartoony versions of the Planters. And also, apparently, my mate who got to see this episode a few hours ago told me there's something that might prove or disprove the theory video I released earlier this week. Didn't tell me which way it was going, but just said that it was possible that I could be proven right or wrong. But I guess the only way to find out would be to actually watch the episode. So let's get that started in 3, 2, 1, go. Why do you show up? It showed up that it was playing and then didn't play. Oh yeah, also Disney has released the apparently I'm going to have to deal with that this. Okay, I'm probably going to cut those out, but apparently Disney has released the episode names for like the rest of the first half of this season. So I'll touch on them after oh, there's a lot of things I'm gonna girl, shut your phone. Oh, now that's a call out. Oh, hey, this guy. Oh, great. I'm going to have to read the amphibian alphabet. See if it actually says what it says. Alright. Why is there always a whale skeleton in a museum? Like, every single one I've been to is a Oh god, Hot Pop's a flat earther. That was a fourth wall break. That's the pink frog from. That voice sounds familiar. I like her. And kind of insulting. I like her. She's fun. The pink frog was the one to come through with the calamity box. Now. It was your idea. Oh, my mum said that a couple times. I have never seen Cats. Ooh, that's Yeah, I don't think you're going to be of much use against the robot. Did you just like crack your entire body? Oh god, she's a leech. Again with the bowling pin sounds for the planters. You're getting guillotined. That took me a second to process. Oh, this is being coming. This is quickly becoming one of my favorite episodes. Well, we know how it loses one of its arms. No, you didn't. Not so clever, girl. I mean, to be fair, since Amphibia is just a single continent, it does make sense for it to be flat. Oh, great, there's a whole thing I need to translate. Okay. Uh, okay. So that's going to cause a whole breakdown on its own. But yeah, I'll do that after I've reacted to the second one. Let's get Temple Frogs loaded. And full screened. And started. 3, 2, 1, go. Hey, this time it actually played. Well, I know what I'm doing when I wake up before work tomorrow. That makes sense. I wonder if we're going to get the full invasion like we saw in the intro. Or was it the trailer? Oh, that's going through both nostrils. See, normally it's the mum that does that. Still no mention of Sasha and Marcy, though. Oh, I don't think I could get sick of that. On. Yeah, I'm not going to be translating the Thai. They're either going to applaud or be like, get the hell out. Applauding it is. Spring's athleticism comes through. Who grabs the skewer by the meat? I thought it was only going to be 5. Uh-oh. Okay, it's not a full invasion. It's just a bunch of drones. It is great that we're getting an episode exploring ants' culture and that. Who gets a check for $5? I don't know what that spot is called. It is. Uh-oh. Well, uh, I haven't been entirely honest about... Hmm? Yeah, they're gonna use the, um, things from the performance and the ball to take some of them out, aren't they? Yep, there we go. Let me guess, Mrs. Boonchoy? Oh, they've broken out of the disguise. Well, I thought Mrs. Boonchoy was gonna save her husband. That was the thumbnail. You have Marcy's journal? The mother of Olms. Also, just seeing the cloak bot on the credits. Did it speak in its first episode? Okay, there's a lot of things I need to break down on this episode. So I'm going to have to pause this until I wake up because it's 3:30 and I start work in less than 12 hours. So I'll catch you when I'm back. Okay, never mind. I've just decided I was going to rewatch the episodes again and do the breakdown before I go to bed. Okay, these are the things I noticed in Fight at the Museum. Dr. Jan, she was voiced by Anika Noni Rose, I hope that's how you pronounce it, who is Princess Tiana in Princess and the Frog and Ralph Breaks the Internet. The book titles that were shown throughout the episode were String Theory, The Beginner's Guide, Witches and Wormholes, Science, It Is What It Is, History, and Such, and Ew, It's Maths. There were several search engine chat room parodies. There was Dougal, which we've seen before, Woohoo Queries, which is Yahoo Answers, and Anne's username was banana with Anne in the middle of it, 881. Maybe a reference to her birthday being the 8th of the 11th or the 11th of the 8th. Who knows? There was big old wiki, which had an article about the multiverse open, which is actually almost copied word for word from the Wikipedia article. There's PlayTube, or the YouTube parody, and it was a video about writing isekai, which Anne was, and a UFO forum where she almost sent her phone number out to a bunch of strangers. It's lucky her mum called her down. Okay, the Cloakbox message of no signal detected was entirely accurate, and the only letters that I didn't recognize from the amphibian alphabet, because people have started using that in fan art, were S, I, G, and D. I recognized all the others after looking at them. Well, after looking at the still for a second. Okay, so what I mentioned in the episode about my theory was that I said in one of my videos titled The Secret History of the Planters at 3 that hang on, and what did we learn this episode? That the pink frog was sent through the calamity box with the box, and there was no sign of the toad. I've got to ask you guys, what the hell was that chicken on the wanted poster a reference to? Because I was going to mention it, but then I had the whole cats reference, and yeah, I completely forgot. Cloakbot was voiced by Troy Baker. Dr. Jan's diploma says University History, where the school name normally goes, so apparently she simply went to a history university. And the Vars's full message was actually correctly and fully translated in the second part of the episode, saying, "Seek the mother of Olms, she will guide you to your destiny." Though for some reason, guide and you aren't in the correct positions in the sentence. See what I mean by you and guide are in the wrong spots in the sentence? And that is actually how it's written in the next episode as well. So, also, side note, final part on this episode, an Olm is what that two-headed creature in Querulous Pass was. You know, the brother-sister that Sprig and Polly saw as their worst possible future? Yeah, that was an Olm. I still don't entirely know if it was two one-headed creatures or a two-headed creature. So if the pink frog was the one who brought the calamity box to the human realm and wrote a message saying, "Seek the mother of Olms," could this be a hint that she could shapeshift and is the mother of Olms? Like I said in my Planted Secret History video. Seriously, go. No. Please go watch that video. I might, for once, be correct about something, and yeah, I just want to share that possibility with you guys. Okay, Then on to Temple Frogs, and there wasn't much to add on to what I said about this episode. Two more of Anne's classmates have been named, Desi and Rico, which they added along to Gabby, Maggie, Vince, and Cheyenne. I still want to know, why does no one care that Sasha and Marcy are still missing? Sasha was the popular kid, and everyone knows the school weirdo. So why has no one asked about where they are? Maybe Sasha's parents said they sent her away, or people think that she just ran away from them because of how they treated her. I still don't think they were good parents. And I'm beginning to think that Marcy's parents still moved despite her going missing. Or at least her dad did. And everyone just assumes she went with them. Though why they're not questioning the suspicious nature of the fact that all three girls disappeared on the same day, who knows? Or maybe there's a creepy Sasha and creepy Marcy in the human realm, so no one even notices. Mr. and Mrs. Boonchoy still haven't had their first names revealed, despite other adult characters referring to them in this episode. Simply saying, your mom, your dad, Mr. and Mrs. Boonchoy. So maybe their names are important to the plot, or maybe they're just not getting names. And the Cloakbot's message was, what, Thai? I hope that's how you pronounce it. Which apparently just means Thai temple from my very brief Google search into it. So it was just confirming that that was where Anne was. But I have to say that these two episodes did have some of the funniest comments and scenes, up there with the Karen comment from Adventures in Cat Sitting. And I'm going to single out, it only took 3 seasons for them to get together, line from Sprig, because it actually relates to something I was already going to talk about this episode. So if you don't want to hear anything about shipping, cut this episode now. But I've had people outside of YouTube ask me whether I ship anyone in the show. And with Disney revealing that one of the upcoming episodes in the first half of the season is titled, I have decided to give my answer, which is yes, I ship Olivia and Ewan as being Marcy's adoptive Newt mums. I don't really care if the show ends up with none of the 3 main girls together. Unlikely. Sasha Ann, which is the most likely to happen. Marsan, Sashasi, or if they decide to just do a polygamous relationship with the 3 of them, which I reckon there needs to be more healthy polygamous relationships shown in media, because normally it's very poorly done. But yeah, I don't care if any of the girls get together. I just want Marcy to be happy with her Amphibia family, just like how Anne gets her frog grandpa and siblings, neither of which she seemingly had before Amphibia. And Sasha got a toad uncle who cares about her. Again, seemingly something she didn't have before Amphibia. But also, Grimes, he's your dad's brother who never really planned on having kids, but he wasn't going to abandon you when your parents died. So he's just trying his best to look after you despite barely being able to look after himself. That's what I see Grime as. Also, final point, completely unrelated to either of the episodes or the Olivia and Ewan that I just spoke about, but in the trailer for this season, when the knight is talking to Marcy, what if when it says, isn't it time you said goodbye to those childhood friends of yours? it isn't actually talking about Marcy, but it's just roasting King Andrius because it's been 1,000 years, and he's still hung up about those two friends he had. So maybe it is time for him to let go of his childhood friends. But anyway, that's everything I've noticed about the 2 episodes, and also the things I was already going to talk about before before I watch these episodes. So, with that being said, I'll catch you in the next one.